leaders, and after the short dance, they have set themselves up to be realistically untouchable in their quest for gold, though that score from the French will not leave them very much wiggle room. Tessa Virtue and Scott Moir from Canada.
Wow.
That was close. A near fall there from Scott Moir, right at the end of the step sequence.
Yeah, I think that needs to be looked at in replay. Make sure it wasn't a full loss of balance. Very uncharacteristic for Scott.
Absolutely beautiful. Even with the small mistake, just an exquisite performance from a legendary couple. No one else in the world can do it quite like Tessa and Scott can.
Absolutely. And another thing, I don't think anybody else in the world can recover from a near fall the way that they can. And that's the experience that they have being in these situations. And also, I think taking 2 years of just doing shows, you learn that it's not just about each individual movement you do, it's about the entire performance, and it has to come back to that, and you have to make a cohesive unit of your whole program.
Now that they're back on the competitive scene, I once again can't imagine dance without them. That was the case, of course, from 2010 to 2014, undeniably, but already they just hold a place so special in so many people's hearts, and what they're able to create with one another on the ice is incredibly special, and it really draws everyone into the performance.
And their elements, I mean, this first lift, I love this up and around after being down in the sit position. So effortless the way they do those difficult movements. Twizzle sequence wasn't their best, a little bit wobbly, but holding on to it. No major errors, just a little unsure. Here's that near fall. Okay, so he stays on his foot. It doesn't put all his weight on his hand, so it would not count as a fall, which would have been a 1-point deduction. I mean,
and as you said, it's just the experience right there. I mean, it almost looked like part of the choreography, to be honest, how quickly he just let that lunge happen and stood right back up.
Yeah. I meant to do that.
We saw Yuzuru Hanyu land a quad jump in a backwards lunge. Why can't you finish a step sequence in a forward lunge?
There you go.
Mean, no one else could have handled that, I think, as well as these two did. And like we said, they have a sizable cushion after their performance in the short dance, and the rest of this performance was really beautiful. 116.19 clearly puts them behind the French in the free dance, but when you add up those numbers, they're still going to be able to hold on to the lead. We'll see if they realize it yet. There we go.
Yeah, when you have that big of a lead, it's going to take a lot more for you to not win.
So certainly a disappointing performance in that moment, but when you look at this season